Hi, welcome to Wareham Free Library's online book discussion, book talk for children and young adults. This week I'm going to be reviewing Beverly Cleary's Beezus and Ramona, which is the first book in her Ramona series. This is for children grades 2 through 4 or 5, and it was written many years ago, almost over 60 years ago in 1955. So it depicts little Ramona, who's 4, along with her big sister Beezus, who is 9 and in 4th grade. They are a part of a loving, dynamic family, typical of the 50s. Father goes off to work, mother stays home, takes care of the children, and how the siblings interact with each other. And it is very humorous. Very funny incidents happen. At the beginning of the book, Mom is busy doing some sort of housework, and Beezus is trying to make a gift for her aunt, and she's actually embroidering. And little Ramona is riding her tricycle around the living room and bumping into the table where Beezus is working. And of course, the big sister thinks little sister is a pest, and she can't stop her. So finally she says, okay, I'll read you a story. So Ramona is excited, goes off and gets her favorite book about a steam shovel. And her sister says, oh no, can't you choose another one? Do we have to read this again? But she wants it, and so she does. She reads The Littlest Steam Shovel again. And afterwards, she thinks Ramona's going to go off and play and pretend to be a steam shovel, but instead she gets back on her trike and starts riding around again. So at this point, she gets the brilliant idea, let's take Ramona to the library. And the girls go off by themselves to the library and get a book, a different book that Ramona gets to pick out herself. And the incidents, the funny incidents, go on and on. The second part is poor little Ramona wants to get her own library card, but in those days you had to sign your name. So she practices scribbling her name in purple crayon all over the library book, and poor Beezus is embarrassed and has to pay for it. At the very end of the book, Beezus is turning 10, and she can't wait for her special day and her special cake and her namesake aunt to come. But poor Ramona, in order to keep her out of trouble, Beezus reads her another favorite story, Hansel and Gretel, and then tells her to act it out. So when Ramona pulls some crumbs from her pocket and sprinkles them around the rug, Beezus isn't too concerned. But later, as the birthday cake is baking, they smell something rubbery burning. Little Ramona has put one of her dolls on top of the birthday cake in the oven, her plastic doll, and the plastic is melting all over the cake and sending black smoke throughout the house. And Beezus is upset. Of course, everything is fixed in the end. They're a loving family. And all throughout this book and the whole series, there's a series of 8 books. It depicts this loving family and how they work out things together. But the last book, which was written in 1999, which is called Ramona's World, Ramona is now 9. The same age that Beezus was at the beginning, and Beezus is in high school. So you're following these girls as they grow up in the family, and done in a humorous way. Because they were the first, Beverly Cleary, inspired lots of read-alikes. Junie B. Jones, Clementine series, which takes place in Boston, so it's local. The Judy Moody series. And then more recently, authors are writing more diverse books. So there's a Mindy Kim series. Right now there are 4 books in this, and she's a little Asian girl. And this is Ways to Make Sunshine. This is a newer series but at this point there's just 2 books in this, and this is a little African American girl. I think you'll enjoy the Ramona books. They're really very funny. They're a throwback to the 50s, but I would read them and enjoy them. Thank you for listening.